Hey, yo, what's the deal? What's the deal, man? It's your man, Will. Welcome to Coffee Talk, man. Hey, I got a video I want y'all to check out, man. And I really want y'all to pay attention to this video as well, man, because you might have been on the receiving end of what this video was talking about. So you might just check it out, and I'll be right back with my comment. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think, too, as well.
From Harris County Health shows cases of HIV and other sexually transmitted infections are on the rise in our area and rising faster than anywhere else in Texas. Tonight, Matt Doherty looks at which parts of the city are seeing the highest rates of new cases. He joins us live tonight in West Houston. Matt?
Yeah, the study shows the rates of new cases are rising across the board, even among some diseases you may have thought were long gone.
HIV, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, all of those. So it's a big issue we have here in our community.
Legacy Health's Director of Health Navigation, Jill Johns, sits down to discuss what nobody wants to talk about.
A trip or a burning sensation when they pee or a discharge from their genitals.
Sexually transmitted infections.
Harris County and Houston in particular has been surpassing the rates of STIs in Texas.
Due to the lag for required reporting, the most recent data in the report covers the time period between 2016 and 2022. What it shows is alarming.
Between 2016 and 2022, the rates of syphilis in our area doubled, which is definitely concerning.
Here's a map of the zip codes where the rate of syphilis is the highest. Downtown, then Montrose, then the area near Old Spanish Trail. For chlamydia, the zip codes with the highest rates are the Medical Center area, LaPorte, and downtown.
Ages 15 to 24.
Then there's gonorrhea, which has an infection rate that is surging in the area of the Medical Center, followed by downtown and then Sunnyside. The highest rates of new HIV cases were seen in Montrose, followed by the Second Ward and then Setgast. Although the sexually transmitted infections are found in basically every demographic in Harris County, the study found that there is one population that is testing positive for them more frequently.
In particular, Black women. So Black women who are heterosexual are frequently getting STIs at a higher rate than other groups.
The best place to start is from a position of knowledge. Legacy Health offers free and confidential HIV and STI testing, and some results you can learn within minutes.
Yeah, for real. That's a deep video right there. So let's talk about it. Let's address the elephant in the room, man. I know y'all are familiar with this right here, right? Yeah, y'all familiar with that right there. So if a lot of y'all got the, then you might have been on the receiving end of that little deal right there, because that was full of all of that. You know what I mean? It was full of all of that what they talking about in the video. And so yeah, it was not a pandemic, it was a pandemic. You need to understand that. A lot of y'all might be like, oh, here they go with this, man. These conspiracy talks and conspiracy facts. See, make no mistake about it. You know, a lot of those was a hit and miss. A lot of them was like saline water, so it was like a hit and miss. But a lot of that, majority of that, was the good juice. You know, and a lot of people that received it was on the receiving end of that deal. So you might want to get it checked out. Then a lot of us were saying, no, don't go do that, don't go do that. A lot of the entertainers was pushing that on us like that. They was pushing that on us because they was getting paid to push that on us like that. So if you was paying attention to how many people, you know, right after that, they're not gonna chunk it up to that, but it was that. It was definitely that. You know, all the teenage kids in high school having myocarditis. You know, heart attacks, called myocarditis. What teenagers supposed to get that? You know, at that age like that? Athletes, because you know they went out and received the too as well. See, when this thing was going on, it was a lot of things happening that you know the average person wasn't paying attention to. You know, it was just people like us that they would call conspiracy theorists. We paid a lot of attention to it because we were listening to MDs that was like, hey, now we're going to tell the truth about what's going on. You might get some people that might say, oh, I was a nurse, I was up in there, and I was seeing all those folks coming in, and it was because of this thing right here. They were because of that. What was happening was above your pay grade. You was only told to do what you was told to do in the hospital. You was only in the know of what they wanted you to know. A lot of people know what I'm talking about, get what I'm talking about. See, what they ain't gonna want us to say are the nurses that was up in there that know the true story on how those people was being unalived, you know, because they was giving those people high doses of this right here. That right there. They was giving those people that right there. You know, that what was doing the trick. That was unaliving a whole lot of people with that. And what they was really doing, they was shutting down the prominent doctors that was treating this thing, you know, with this right here. You know, they shut that down. They was trying to get rid of that because prominent doctors was giving that, was getting rid of that. They was getting rid of this right here. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's a lot to it. It's a whole lot to that, man. The average person just not paying attention, you know, because a lot of us was just listening to the news and the media, because these folks, they own the media. They own the media, so they're gonna push the narrative. They're gonna push everything on us through that. You know what I mean? Y'all get what I'm saying? So I'm trying to dance around it, you know. All I gotta say is, now, man, go get yourself checked out, tested, man. Make sure you're in the clear, because if you was a part of that group of people that went out and got that, man, just go get tested, man. Go get your people tested. You know what I mean? That's it. That's all I got, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.